Good day, everyone, and welcome. My name is Susan, and we're going to do a nice little chair yoga class today. So, comfortable on your chair. I have just a nice plain wooden chair, okay? So, whatever chair you can manage to find that's stable, all right? And a nice comfortable back. So, first I'm going to go through the breathing, which is very important. In through the nose, out through the nose. Long, full, smooth inhale completely. Always try and suspend your breath. Hold it for a couple of seconds and exhale. That's probably the hardest part of yoga, is just getting that breath going. So don't stress out over it, but try not to hold your breath. And learning how to relax. Once you can relax the shoulders, you can find the breath will come a little bit easier. So that's the breathing. All right, so every breath you take is exactly the same the whole time we're together. Now I will cue you on the breathing. When I say the next exhale or your next exhale is when we move. We always move on the exhale. And of course, listen to your body. Pay attention to how you feel when you move. If anything we do is going to aggravate a condition or maybe cause you pain, think about it before you try it. And there's always room to make little adjustments so you can find a place that works for you. All right? And always keeping the breath in mind. And if it really doesn't feel good, don't worry about it. You don't have to do it, okay? So, now, comfortable in your chair, and I want you to sit back. Sit back and relax. Now, I want you to pay attention to your legs. Ankle and knees are nice and lined up so you can relax your legs, all right, and your feet. So we always start the class with a couple of minutes of breathing, pranayama. Prana is breath and pranayama is breath control. And every class or every week, let's say, I choose a different mudra, a different hand gesture. Now, if this is not something that you're interested in doing, just put your hands on your lap and you can do it your pranayama that way. So this week, we're going to sit in what they call yoni mudra. So you're going to bring your hands together and elbows wide, and you're going to drop 3 fingers, index fingers together, and you can rest your hands on your chest if you want. Now, Yoni Mudra is a gesture of source, and this mudra is said to awaken feelings of self-confidence and self-assuredness. So sit back in your chair, relax the shoulders, close your eyes, and let's take a nice, long, smooth breath together. Relax those shoulders. Now I'd like you to continue on your own personal pranayama for the next 2 minutes. Slow it down. Breathe. And now's the time to drop your day and to settle your mind and to set an intention for your practice today. Focus on any situation in your life that needs guidance from your higher self. It's time to lower the heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and lower our anxiety level. Try to find stillness in mind and body. One more big breath. And on the exhale, I want you to bring your hands, just bring them together to Namaste Prayer Pose. And I want you to rub and vigorously activate your hand chakra. Hands on your heart center, close your eyes. Let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune out. Inhale. One more nice long smooth breath. And on the exhale, I want you to draw 3 fingers again, same position, index fingers together. Now we're going to reach up to the ceiling if you can. Big breath. And on the exhale, slowly and gently all the way up. Now again, if this is our Jupiter Mudra. If you find this bothers your arms or shoulders, bring them down a little bit if you need to. Back is straight, relax the shoulders, let's wake up that body. Let's release and lengthen that spine. Breathe. One more breath. Now from here, I'd like you to keep your hands above your head a little bit longer. I want you to put your hands together. We're going to lean to the right, so take a breath, and on the exhale, lean slightly. This is our seated half moon salute, so just lean. You don't have to go far. Try to keep your body nice and straight, so try not to be twisted a little if you can help it. and starting to lengthen the left side of the body. One more breath. Exhale, come up. Be very careful and gentle with your back and your spine as well. And on the exhale, we're going to lean to the left. Again, you don't have to go far. Now, I don't want you to feel like you have to be aggressive or force your body. You go wherever it feels good for you. Even if you barely move, that's okay. Come up. And then from here, bring the arms down slowly, gently. Relax the shoulders. Let them come all the way down. Roll them out. Roll them out. If they're tight, if they're stiff, just do what you can. We're going to do this a few more times together. And the more you do it, the better they feel. And when you roll the shoulders out, really starting to loosen everything up on the upper body. It increases circulation in the upper, blood circulation in the upper body, but also helps to reduce your stress that you carry in your shoulders and your neck. Your tension, I should say, and stress too. All right, perfect. Hands on the lap. All right, let's keep moving. Ready? And we're going to inhale out. Arms shoulder height. Stretch, reach. Keep your back straight. Relax those shoulders. Breathe. One more. On the next exhale, bring the arms forward, shoulder height. If your arms are tired, bring them down a little if you need to. And I want you just to reach. You can lean forward. Reach. Keep your back straight, head level with your spine. Try not to bow your head. Reach. One more breath. Exhale up if you can. And you can exhale or inhale into a back bend or just reach up to the ceiling. Now, if you find this is really hard on your arms, you can do this with your hands on your hips if you want to do a back bend that way. From here, we're going to prepare for a forward fold. On the exhale, I want you to bring the arms all the way down slowly with the shoulders, hands on the outside of the knees. Take a breath, and on the exhale, I want you to slide your hands down the outside of the calf, bow your head, round your shoulders. Now this one here is a forward fold. You can go as low as you want. Come up a little higher, make sure this doesn't make you dizzy. Come up a little bit if it does. And bow your head, round the shoulders, round your back. This is a really nice stretch for your spine, for the muscles up and down your back, your shoulders. One more breath. Preparing to come back up very slowly. Exhale, come up very, very slowly. Reverse the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. All the way up. Perfect. Hands on the lap. Roll it out. Roll it out again. All right. Now, if you can, I'd like you to bring your hands behind your head like this. Now, my hands are just behind the head. When we do this here, this is going to be working some shoulders again, some upper arms, upper back, and chest. I don't want you pushing on your head. So your hands are just behind your head. So don't pull on or push on your head, okay? So sitting tall, take a breath. On the exhale, if you can, just bring the elbows a little bit in front. You can feel a beautiful, gentle stretch into the shoulders, the upper back. One more big breath. Keep that breath flowing. And on the next exhale, bring them back to neutral position. Now, we're going to bring the elbows back a little bit. They're not going to go very far. So on the exhale, I can't go very far either. Just bring them back a little bit. And this one here, you're still going to feel the shoulders, the upper back, a little bit into the chest with this one. And on the exhale, bring them to neutral position. We're going to lean to the right. Take a breath, exhale, and just lean. Just getting that beautiful lengthening of the left side of the body. It's a lateral flexion of the spine as well. One more breath. Exhale, come up. Use your abdominals to help you move. Let's go to the left. Ready? Exhale, lean. This can be done with your hands on your hip as well. Exhale, come up. Bring your arms down. Your arms are getting tired, your shoulders are tired. Come all the way down slowly. Roll them out if you need to. Don't be shy. Roll them out. All right, so let's let the arms hang. This is our, Again, always being aware of your posture, so you should not be leaning on the back of your chair either. All right, so this is our mountain pose, Tadasana. This is a neutral place, so I want you to be aware of your posture. Sitting nice and tall, let your arms hang, relax those shoulders. So this again is a resting place. So this particular position you can come to any time during the class. For any reason, come here, you can hang out as long as you want. But this is a really good opportunity to focus on the sensations of the breath. It's long, it's smooth, and it's always complete. So when you breathe, this would be a static position. We're not moving. So really focus on the breath. And when you inhale, you should feel your chest rise. Fill your lungs up. Always try and hold it just for a couple of seconds. And exhale. Feel your chest lower or sink as you exhale. One more. Remember, the breath is calming, it's soothing, it's balancing, it's so cleansing. All right, and let's continue. Hands on the lap. All right, so let's do a shoulder shrug right now. So take a breath, and on the exhale, I want you to bring the shoulders up, and I want you to hug your ears as tight as you can. Squeeze. This is a nice, easy, quick way to release tension in the shoulders and the upper body. Anytime during the day, it feels so good. One more breath. And on the exhale, let it go. Let them fall. Now, when you're ready, roll them out. See if you notice a difference. Maybe they're getting a little bit looser. Perfect. All right, so from here, let's do a gentle neck stretch. So again, be very aware of your neck, very conscious. If you have issues with your neck, be very careful. And again, you don't have to do it. So just put your hands on your lap and you're sitting nice and tall. Your body's starting to relax a little bit. All right, so let's take a breath. And on the exhale, all I want you to do is just turn your head gently to the left. You're not going far, you're not torquing your neck, you're just looking a little bit. Getting a little stretch onto the right side of the neck. Those muscles in the neck are very tiny, so it doesn't take a lot for them to be tight and compressed. And if you have tension in your shoulders, it usually migrates up into your neck. So let's see if we can release those muscles. One more breath. On the exhale, come to center slowly. We're going to bow our head. On the exhale, just a little bit, releasing the top of the cervical spine, the back of the neck. And like I was saying, with those little muscles, when you release the tight muscles, the nerves, the blood vessels, you're able to relay, get some beautiful fresh blood flow into your brain, beautiful fresh deep oxygenation, helping with your memory, your decision in your making, and your thought process. One more breath. On the exhale, come up very slowly. We're going to look to the right on the exhale. Close your eyes. If that helps you focus, relax, close your eyes. And just focus on the sensations of the breath. On the exhale, come to center. We're going to do one more. You're going to tilt your head back if you can. Look up. Releasing the throat. One more breath. On the exhale, come to center slowly. All right, lovely. And roll them out. Roll them out. Roll the shoulders out. Great. Okay, so let's move along. Let's get a shoulder stretch. So what I want you to do here is I'm going to show you first and then we'll do it together. So this is the position. You're going to reach out with the right arm. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to put it on the elbow. Basically, all I want you to do is just pull on your elbow, all right, to get that beautiful stretch into the shoulder. Now here again, you don't have to yank on it. Pull it slowly, and if it feels good, you can always go further or back up. So here, depending on how your shoulder and your arm feel, some people do it here, some come way up here. So once you start moving, you'll know where you need to be. Make that little adjustment along the way if you have to. So let's start left hand on the right elbow, sitting tall, relax that shoulders, both shoulders, and take a breath. And on the exhale, try to relax. So any of the stretches that we do, you just start very slowly. Give your body time to release. And if you find that you need to go a little further, get that little extra stretch in there, absolutely. Or if you need to back up, make that adjustment according to what you need. Your body will let you know. And let's release from here, exhale. Now, let's try this side here. Left elbow, right hand on the elbow. And this one here, I find myself, I have to come up here. My shoulder sometimes is gives me a little grief. So when I come up here, it's a lot better. If I do it down here, it just doesn't feel as good. So that's what I do. And that's what I mean by making adjustments. I do it all the time. And then you can just really enjoy the stretch for what it is. And again, I'm not going very far because I don't want to hurt myself, because you don't want to aggravate any conditions, but you still be able to work that area gently. Release, down. Come back to mountain and roll it out again. Roll it out, let it go, release. Release it all. Breathe. All right, lovely. Okay, so let's go right down to our hands now. So let's leave the shoulders and the upper arms alone. Let's work the forearms, wrist, hands, and fingers. So bring your arms down like this, sitting nice and tall, of course. Fingers are nice and open. I want you to bend at the wrist and just slightly turn out to the baby finger. Breathe. So now we're focusing on lengthening, releasing, stretching the extensor muscles along the top of the forearm into the wrist and into the hand. One more breath. On the exhale, I want you to straighten your hands, bring your palms to ceiling. You can bend your elbows a bit. So now let's work the hand. So right fingertips on the tip of the left, and I want you just to push back gently. Again here, carefully. Getting that little stretch into the hand, into the wrist, and into the flexor muscles here. One more breath. Let's go to the other side. Ready? Exhale. One more breath. And on the exhale, bring the hands up. All right, let's focus on the hands and the fingers now. So I want you to stretch your hands out. Stretch them out. Visualize you've got strings pulling your fingers up. So getting that deep stretch into the fingers, into the hand. So now we're going to do little hands. So I want you to relax your fingers now. So we're going to do just focus on the fingers for just a little while. So let me show you first. What we're going to do here is I want you to take each finger, and all I want you to do is just pull them back carefully, all right? Now, sometimes your knuckles crack. We're not doing this purposely to crack knuckles, though, of course. And you be very gentle. You don't have to yank or tug on your finger. You just pull it back gently and get that beautiful stretch into the palm of the hand. So we're going to do both hands. It doesn't matter which one you start with. I'm going to start pulling on my left thumb, just so you know. Ready? On the exhale, pull it. Just pull gently. It's not going to go very far anyway. And then on the exhale, you release. Now follow the rhythm of the breath for every finger. You're going to inhale as you pull it back. Bring your hands down a bit. Relax those shoulders. Focus on exactly what you're doing, the part of the body, each individual finger. Releasing the tight, stiff fingers. You're encouraging blood flow, lubricating those little joints in the fingers. And it's really surprising how many people have issues with their hands and fingers. So we have to keep them moving. So just do what you can. Go according to how you feel. If you find it's very painful, just move a little bit. And if you have to stop, stop. Or make sure you listen to your body, all right? But always trust that your body will keep you safe unless you don't listen to your body, right? And when you get to your little finger, give everybody a couple extra seconds there. What I'd like you to do now is let them hang. And then roll the wrists around gently. And then I'd like you to play a little piano while you're doing that. You can go slow. If you want to go faster, that's up to you. And then shake it out. Shake those hands out. Release those hands. Perfect. Okay. Hands on the lap. Roll the shoulders out. We love those shoulders. The roll, they feel so good. Okay, so let's go right into our spine. So we're going to do two things for our spine. First is our twist pose, and then we're going to get into a cat and a cow. So again, be very gentle with your back and your spine. If you have issues, try it. If it's not going to feel good, you're going to know right away. Come right out of it, all right? So, twist pose. I'm going to give you 3 positions for your legs before we even get into the position. So let me show you what I'd like you to try. and then we'll see what we can do together. So first of all, this would be the first position. Your left hand's gonna go on the right knee, and then I'm just gonna I'm gonna just grab the chair, kind of the back of the chair. And all I'm gonna do is look over the right shoulder. So this is one position with the legs for. If you'd like, you can cross at the ankle, right ankle over the left. Let your knees fall open. And this is a very gentle stretch all the way up the right side of your leg, just doing this. And if you wanted to go a little further, this is up to you. Just cross. A lot of people sit like this anyway. This is a nice gentle stretch as well for the whole right side, right up into the glute as well. So whatever you position your legs you want to be. Okay, it's up to you. Left hand still goes on the right knee. I'm going to do it from here. And I'm going to hold on to the side of the chair. So, shall we see what we can do together? Take your breath. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to look over the right shoulder. Now again, move slowly, just a little bit at a time. If it feels comfortable for you and you want to go a little further, absolutely. Push up your right knee a little to the left. You'll get a little bit more if you need it. Relax the shoulders, make sure your back is straight, breathe. Even in the twist pose, that breath is exactly the same. Gentle spinal twist, keeping our spine flexible, balanced, supple, releasing the nerves, the blood vessels, the muscles up and down your spine for one more breath. On the exhale, slowly come back to center carefully and untangle your legs. Shall we try the other side? So again, if you prefer to have your legs just like this, make sure that the ankle and knees are nice and lined up. Right hand on the left knee, left hand holding onto the side of the chair. I'm going to look to the left. If you want to cross the ankle, left ankle over the right, relax your knees, do it this way. And if you want to come all the way up here, absolutely, can do it this way. All right, so shall we see what we can do together? I'm going to do this position. You choose whatever's going to work for you. Straight spine. Right hand on left knee, take a breath. Exhale. And here again, decide on where you need to be on this side. Maybe this is the side of your body that's a little bit stronger, maybe a little more flexible. And you can go further or maybe not. And it doesn't matter how far or how much you move or how little you move. It doesn't matter. Where you are is where you need to be today. So always remember to honor how your body feels every day. And let's release from here. Exhale. Okay, untangle your legs if they're crossed. Okay, now if you need to roll the shoulders out, roll them out. All right, so now let's do our lovely cat and cow. Again, this is working on spinal flexibility a little bit more. Let me show you this one first. So first of all, I'm kind of really nice and comfortable in my chair. I'm sitting nice and tall. Again, always being aware of my posture. So let me give you a quick little demo for this one. So my arms are going to come back, I'm going to bend the elbows. I'm going to inhale, I'm going to look up to the ceiling, and when I do that, I'm going to bring my shoulder blades together gently so you can really open up that chest. And then I'm going to exhale, I'm going to round my back, bow my head, round my shoulders, and I'm going to visualize I'm hugging a big ball, all right? So I like to do that 4 times. So this is working the flexibility, lengthening, releasing the spine, all right? So shall we see what we can do together? Once you do one of both of them, you'll know where you need to be, okay, how far you want to go or not go. All right, shall we go? Let's go. Inhale up, bring the shoulder blades together gently. You don't have to squeeze them too tight. And then exhale, arch the back, bow your head around the shoulders, hug your big ball, really releasing the upper back. Follow the rhythm of the breath. This is a beautiful stretch for your lower back. Keep going, almost there. And don't forget, if you need to stop, go right to mountain. Stop whenever you want. And let's try one more. And that would be the last one. Whatever position you come out of, come up very slowly. Okay, that was lovely. All right, so let's take a little rest. We're going to get into our child's pose, and then we're going to continue on with the lower part of our body. So now I need you to scooch up in your chair a little bit, if you can. So I'd like you to open up your legs as wide as you can, wiggle around a little bit. Make sure that your sit bones are nice and anchored. You should have a little bit of a chair kind of right here. Now, if you can, open up your legs as wide as comfortable for you. Now, in this position here, ankle and knees are nice and lined up. So when I put my hands on my knees and I lean forward, press down on my feet, I'm nice and anchored. I'm not going anywhere. So I want you to feel comfortable and feel safe as well. Now, you can do all of this with socks on, with stockings on your feet. You know, I find bare feet, I've got a little bit more of a grip, but that's up to you, all right? So again, child's pose, let me show you this one here. Now, the full child's pose, I'll show you that, and I'll show you a modified version, all right? So the full child's pose is coming down here and just hanging out. Now, if you have issues with vertigo, high or low blood pressure, or if you've got a head cold or anything, be very careful with this one here. Now, if that's not going to happen for you, try this. Just rest your arms and just kind of hang out here. Bow your head. Just do it that way, all right? Whatever you can manage. So we're going to stay there for a few breaths. This is our child's pose, Balasana. Big breath. Inhale and exhale. So this particular stretch, child's pose, is a resting place, a neutral place, and a full body stretch. So let's take this time right now to thank ourselves for being here today. Taking the time and making the time just to step away from the busyness of the outside world, maybe the busyness of our lives. Slow things down, maybe turn our brain off for a little while, and focus on your self-care, your self-soothing, and your well-being. No thoughts, no cares, no worries, no anxieties, no demands here either. Just you and your breath. One more. Preparing to come back up on the exhale. Come up very, very slowly so you don't get dizzy. Reverse the blood flow. Perfect. And let's get those legs together. And then I want you to sit back in your chair a little bit. Now, we're going to start working some legs and maybe some abdominals as well. So the position of the chair, of you in your chair, I'd like you to have a good half of your thigh off the chair. So and I'll show you why. I'm going to tell you why. So again, I'm sitting nice and tall, being aware of your posture as best you can. So what I'd like you to do is we're going to get our feet off the floor. All right. So that's where you got to have kind of half of your leg off the chair, so it's a little easier that way. So wiggle around, make sure you're nice and comfortable. Back is straight, shoulders are relaxed. Now you can hold on to your legs. If you want to hold on to the chair, it doesn't matter. Make sure you hold on to something so you're anchored and you're nice, you've got a good grip. So we're going to work some ankles, feet, and toes right now. So feet get off. I'm going to wiggle around, make sure I'm nice and comfortable here. So my squeaky chair. And my feet are just not way up here, just slightly off the chair. So what we're going to do here is a couple of things for our ankles and lower leg. So the first one is called a plantar flexion. You're going to push the foot forward and you're going to bring it back. That's it. We're going to do that 4 times, all right? So let's see what we can do together. So I'm going to hold on to the chair a little bit myself. So feet off the floor, sitting tall. And ready? Inhale, push forward. And exhale back. Now I really want you to focus on exactly what you're doing on your feet, your ankles, lower legs. The rest of your body's calm and relaxed. Breath is flowing. You might even have a little smile on your face. Feels good. Wonderful place to be right now. And one more. You can feel your calves engaging, working ankles, feet again, lower legs. Now, I want you to relax. Just let your feet land on the floor. Just relax your legs. Hands on the lap. Roll the shoulders out. Roll them out. Just take a little rest. One more breath. Okay, so let's do one more. All right, so bring the knees together, feet off the floor. So we're going to do some nice ankle circles now. So let me show you this one here. So you're going to inhale around, you're going to exhale, pause, and then go again. So this way you're following the rhythm of the breath. So when you inhale around, when you exhale, you have to stop to take an inhale anyway. This way you step away from momentum. You're not just willy-nilly whipping your, rolling them around. You've got some form of control. That's where the breath comes in. All right, so shall we see? 3 times one direction, 3 the other. Ready? Go. Inhale around. Doesn't have to be, it's just a little circle. Just really rotating, articulating the ankle again, working the foot, the lower leg muscles. Now when you do 3 one direction, pause, and then go right away to the other direction. Breathe, smile. Feeling good, feeling strong, and that's it. And from here, keep them off the floor a little bit, and now I want you to play a little piano with your toes, even with socks on. Just play a little piano, wiggle those toes around, and if you want, you can round them a little faster. And if you want to add your hands and your wrist, you can do them all together if you want. A little faster, all right, perfect. And feet on the floor, walk them back, all right, perfect. So now we're going to go back up quickly to the chest. We're going to do a nice move called the seated fish pose. Pardon me. So the position you're in your chair, just stay right here. Make sure that you're always aware of your posture. So the seated fish pose is specifically for the chest and the front of the shoulder, all right? So when you release the tight pectorals, the tight chest, it really does help you with your posture as well, all right? So sitting nice and tall, what I'd like you to do is just put the tips of your fingers like on the edge of the chair, okay? Sitting tall, ready? Take a big breath, inhale. On the exhale, bring the shoulders up, bring them back, slide them down. See if you can bring your shoulder blades together. Now, as tight as you can, that's comfortable, squeeze. You don't have to ram them together, you put them together gently. Breathe. Chest is wide open. Seated fish pose, again, releasing, lengthening, stretching the pectorals, the chest muscles, the front of the shoulder of the deltoid, opening up the rib cage and your heart center. One more breath. On the exhale, shoulders up, forward, and bring them down. Counter pose, caterpillar. I want you to bring your forearm rested on your lap. Let your hands hang over your knees. Take a breath. On the exhale, all I want you to do is just bow your head a little bit, round your back and round your shoulders. You don't have to go far. This is just a really nice stretch for your back. It's called the caterpillar. It's very gentle. Releasing the back, the spine, and giving your chest a little rest. One more breath. On the exhale, come up very slowly. Perfect. All right. That was our little caterpillar. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work some hips. Okay, so I need you to scooch up in your chair a little bit. Now, the position you're in here is your legs are going to be just a little bit wider, not all the way, just a little bit. Now, you should have most of your thigh off the chair. Wiggle around, make sure you're nice and anchored. So let me show you this one here. So we're going to focus on the muscles around the hip now. This is going to work the quad, the hamstring, the pelvic floor muscles, the glute, your buttocks as well. But really focusing on the muscles around the hip. So if you have issues with your hip, or if you have a new hip, it's a little tight, if you have any issues at all, be very gentle. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do, and let's see what we can do together. So I'm going to hang on to my leg, and maybe hang on to the chair a little bit. I'm going to start with my right foot. So let me show you first. I'm going to get my foot off the floor. All I'm doing is a little circle. Inhale around, pause. So we can do 3 one direction, 3 the other. So again, the size of the circle doesn't matter. If you're not sure what you're doing or you're a little tight, do a little circle and see how it feels. If you can manage one, great. If you can do all 3, that's good too. Doesn't matter. So, and if you have to stop, put your foot on the floor and rest. Don't be shy. Now, if you're a little bit stronger and you want to do a little bit bigger circle, absolutely, all right? But always find a place that you can manage comfortably, and that all revolves around the breath. Now, if you start moving and you kind of lose track of your breath, or your breath becomes labored, or you hold your breath, then you have to stop and just rethink what you're doing. Make a little adjustment, get that breath going. Because again, the breath is there to guide you, and help you control your movements. All right, so sitting tall, relax the shoulders. I'm going to start with my right leg, so let's just try and see what we can do together. So give it a shot, see how it feels. You never know. Ready? Inhale around. Pause. Now try not to put your foot on the floor. If you have to tap your toe, don't worry about it. You can do that. And around. One more. Now, take a little rest. Put your foot on the floor. Relax your leg, your thigh, and your hip. Let's do it again. Other direction. Go. Inhale around. Do you remember which direction you went the first time? Round. Really loosening up those tight muscles. Lubricating that big ball and socket. That's the last one. Done. Done. Relax. Right foot on the floor, let it go. Release this leg. Let's focus on this leg here, all right? So again, focus on exactly the part of the body you're working with. The rest of your body's relaxed, your breath is flowing. So make sure that you brace yourself. Hang on to your leg. I like to hang on to the chair a little bit so I'm nice and anchored. Left foot off the floor. Choose the direction because we're doing both. Go, inhale around. Concentrate. Focus. This you can feel right away. When you finish your third one, put your foot on the floor. Just take a little break, and then we'll do it again. Other direction. Ready? Go. These are beautiful stretches. Now, remember, these are stretches you can do in any kind of chair, anywhere, anytime. Anybody can do these. It's not just for people who have issues or maybe seniors. Anybody. When you're sitting around, move. You can move in your chair just as easily. And relax. Perfect. Okay, lovely. Roll the shoulders out now. Roll them out. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to get our legs right off the chair. So I want you to bring your legs together. Now, this one here, you can scooch back in your chair a little bit. I'm going to show you what we're going to do, and I'm going to give you a couple of ways to do it. Now, this one here, I definitely need to hold on to the chair. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lean back just slightly. All right, I'm not touching the back of the chair though. And I'm leaning back, I'm still nice and long, I'm going to look up to the ceiling. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring my feet off the floor. And I'm going to bend them. And they're going to come up and down. That's it. When you bend them, try not to touch the floor if you can help it. If you have to tap your toe, don't worry about it. Now, by leaning back slightly, it's a little bit easier. If you try and do this with a straight spine, it's really hard to do. All right, so lean back just a little bit. Make sure that you're nice and straight. Your back is straight. And this is going to start working some abdominals. This is going to start working your core muscles, some obliques, even lower back muscles, because lifting our legs are pretty heavy. So it takes a lot of power. So just lift them up as high as you can. All right, so we're going to do this 4 times. So hang on to the chair, just kind of lean back a little bit. At this point, you're probably going to look up towards the ceiling. Feet off the floor. Ready? Inhale up and exhale. Keep going. Inhale up. So your legs are not coming off the chair. You're just stretching your legs out. That's all. And even if you just stretch them out here, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Whatever you can manage. One more time. Up. Now the next time they're out, stay. Breathe. One more breath. And bend. Come forward, feet on the floor, relax. Straighten your spine, roll it out, roll the shoulders out. Okay, lovely. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'd like you to open up your legs. Now, as wide as you can, you might want to wiggle around in your chair just a little bit. All right, so the edge of the chair is right here, legs are open. Now, when you have your legs open, as wide as you can manage, just sitting like this is a gentle hip opener, just sitting like this. It's a stretch for the inner thigh, for the pelvic floor groin area as well, and for the tight glutes, your tight buttocks. So again, ankle and knees are nice and lined up. Put your hands on your knees. All I want you to do is just lean forward, press on your feet. I want you to make sure that you're nice and anchored to the floor and to the chair. Because when you're comfortable, you're confident. If you're uncomfortable, nothing works. First of all, you lose track of your breath. So you have to really try and be aware of your posture, but also your form. So we're going to do a nice little side bend from here. So let me show you this one here. I'm going to let my left arm hang. So I'm going to give you a quick demo. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to lean. That's it. All right. So this one here is a lateral stretch. So we're going to lateral flexion of the spine. We've put our spine forward. We've done back bends. We've done a little bit of twisting. Now we're going to have the spine from side to side. Be very careful and gentle with this one here. So let the left arm just kind of hang. All right. So with the straight spine. Now this one here again, if your arms are tired, you can do it like this with your hand on your hip if you prefer that. So straight spine, inhale, right arm up. Try to keep your body as straight as you can. So what I'm trying to say is try not to be leaning forward or all twisted as best you can. Now some of you are a little stronger and you can lean a little forward, a little more. You can do that. Bring your arm with you if you want. So this, you can feel this really deep stretch from the fingertips right down to the hip, working abdominals, obliques, muscles in your back. One more breath. Exhale, come up. Use your abdominals to help you move. Come up very slowly. And shall we go to the other side? Let the right arm hang. Relax the right arm. Focus on the left one. Inhale up. If you can't get very high, even if you just lean and leave your arm here, it doesn't matter. One more breath. Exhale. Come up. Slowly, slowly. All the way. Down. Roll the shoulders up. Roll them out. All right. Let's go right back to child's pose from here. Your legs are already in position. If you want to rearrange your legs a little bit, you can. Sit back a little bit in your chair if that's better for you. And let's go back to child's pose again. If you find that you can do the whole thing, if you prefer just to do it this way, it's fine. Take a breath. And exhale. Now while we're here, we're going to just stay here for a few breaths to absorb the benefit of our practice so far. But I'd like you to, let's focus on releasing the tension that we hold in our face. So what I'd like you to do while you're hanging out in child's pose is just really squeeze your face, scrunch your face up, engage all the muscles in your face, hold it as tight as you can, and let it go. Relax your facial muscles. Push the tension through your body right into the ground. One more breath. On the next exhale, I'd like you to come up very, very slowly, reversing the blood flow so you don't get dizzy. All the way up. Lovely. Now, let's get our legs together. Okay, let's prepare for our closing Savasana, meditation, relaxation, reflection time. However you choose to bring this into your practice today. Resting comfortably in your chair. So now, now you can finally sit back in your chair and relax. So just sit back. Now I want you to find a place in your chair where you can just let it all hang out. So if you want to relax your legs, if you want to let your arms hang, it doesn't matter. As long as you don't slide right out of your chair. All right, so just find a place, just relax in your chair. And I want you to really focus on your breath now. We're not moving anymore. You don't have to move anymore. Just rest. But really try to get that. If you feel that you've lost track of your breath, see if you can get that breath going again. The more you do it, the more you're aware of it, the easier it becomes. All right? So don't stress out over it, but take that breath. Feel that breath. Close your eyes. And let's take a moment to thank ourselves for our practice today. Just resting with a sense of gratitude and appreciation. This is the time to just relax and let your body absorb the benefit of your practice while setting intentions for time away from your chair. Let's take some time to reflect on the knowledge and teachings that encourages us to be the new me now. And let's be open to experiencing the shift that it may offer us from this time on. This week, let's commit to being present in all our actions and ask ourselves a couple of simple questions. What would the old me have done in this situation? Has this decision served me in the past? If it has, then go ahead and act accordingly, reaping the benefits of your choices. Should the previous decision taken by the old me not align with the profile of the new me, take a couple of breaths and ask yourself if instant gratification is worth the imbalance that it might create. Most importantly, let's live our life next week with the promise to self to be present in all our decision making and actions, being that person who lives consciously for the greater good of self and others. Let's take some time to embrace the silence in the room and in our minds, and to find that place within ourselves that speaks to us. Take this time to invest trust in the process of life, moment by moment, breath by breath. If thoughts come up, let's not struggle or try to escape them. Just release them to source. Let them come and go freely. Let's visit that place deep down inside where the stillness holds the proper questions and all of our answers, our truth and our identity. Satnam. Let your mind, your body, and your soul absorb the vibrations of the bells, bringing your own energies to its appropriate frequency. Slowly bring yourself back into the room, back into your space. If you'd like to bring life back to your body, you can wiggle your fingers and toes if you'd like. Now at this point, I want you to sit nice and tall in your chair again, so being aware of your posture as best you can. Let's bring our hands together and rub and vigorously activate our hand chakra. Hands onto your heart center, close your eyes. And let's take a nice long smooth breath together to tune in. Inhale. One more big breath. Shanti, Shanti, peace, peace. May love and light be with you always. Namaste. All right, lovely, beautiful, we're done. That was wonderful. That always feels good. I love my chair yoga. All right, so thank you again for joining me. My name is Susan, and I hope you enjoyed that. So take it easy. It's the beginning of September now. We're still waiting for where I work to reopen because they're doing major renovations, so we're still waiting for that. But in any case, thank you again for joining me. Go outside, get some sunshine on your face, make sure you wear your sunscreen, of course, and do things that make you happy, but keep moving and smiling, and take care of yourself. So we'll talk to you, we'll see you soon.